Rejoice, for I've arrived with another video on Wayfinder. Hey, what's up guys? Today's video is on the Argent hand. It's going to be the third major boss you fight in Wayfinder in your missions. Now the Argent hand is not a hard boss, but he's not an easy boss either. So let's go ahead and take a look at what he can do. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Are you tired of dying over and over? Do you feel like you don't have enough skill or knowledge to play this game? Tired of being beaten by the same boss because you just aren't good enough? Try watching Asuma Forever's boss walkthrough videos. They're guaranteed to increase your success rate or your money back.
Asuma Forever videos are not guaranteed to increase success rate. If you continue to fail after watching Asuma Forever videos, get good, loser.
So before we get to the actual boss fight, we gotta go ahead and take a look at the Echo, of course. Now the Argent hand's Echo is a rush type Echo as well. It's triggered by using a weapon ability, and it creates a bomb of the closest enemy that will explode, causing magical damage and break damage equal to 200% of your ability power with a 40-second cooldown. During the betas, this Echo was so busted, and I mean so busted on Kairos, because you could stack it in a way that you could reduce the enemy's magic defense and then land this on them on top of your firebomb, and it would just obliterate any enemy. Now, I'm not sure if it's just as busted because I feel like they nerfed it. I remember they nerfed it in the second beta. The first beta, it was overpowered. Second beta, it wasn't as great. And then the third beta, I just wasn't able to get my hand on it because it was so hard to farm it. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the boss fight. Now, fighting the Argent hand is going to make the first three bosses seem like a cakewalk. And that's because towards the end of the fight, he starts putting his mechanic together with his actual fighting, and you have to kind of dodge both his mechanic and the actual fighting while dealing damage to the damage check that pops up. But once you first join in, you're gonna have to kill these two monks that drop from the ceiling. Once you kill those two, 3 more monks drop down from the ceiling, and you're gonna have to kill them in the same fashion. They are just a regular Archon enemies. They don't really do extra damage or anything like that. They don't have increased health. They're just pretty easy to kill mobs. Once you kill them, another set of monks are gonna drop down from the ceiling, and these ones are gonna be sitting and channeling. And what they're channeling is the actual summoning of the boss. And what you have to do is go ahead and kill them if you can. Kill as many as you can, because the amount that you kill reduces the boss's HP a certain amount. I've only managed to kill 2 every time I've tried. And it's reduced the boss's HP about, I want to say 10%. Maybe that's 5. I don't know, 5 or 10%. I wish it would show the percentage on that. But yeah, it's reduced the boss's HP by a significant amount to when the fight starts, I can just go ahead and start peeling them back. Now, when you're close to him, he does this big explosion, and that one is more precise than the normal explosion that he does, because the normal explosion, you can dodge it early and be fine. The big one is more precise, and you're gonna have to actually wait for a little bit before you can dodge it, because it will, if you dodge and you think you're fine, it will spawn under you. Now, he'll randomly throw out these spears that go across the screen. They're about 6 or 7 spears that fly across the screen. Honestly, I don't suggest that you try to dodge left or right. I say you jump to avoid that. And that's because, honestly, if you're like me, I dodge out and dodge in when it comes to fighting. Now, he'll do this move where he summons those 4 orbs you saw on the screen just a second ago. When it comes to that, you just have to walk outside the radius of it. It's going to be on the ground. You're going to see the red indicator, and you'll be fine if you just walk outside of it. Now, at this point, when he gets to about 50% or less, he starts summoning the summoner that's channeling an AoE throughout the room. What the summoner is doing, it's making this big ball spread throughout the room, and as that sphere spreads throughout the room, it's going to explode once it reaches the corners of the room. Your job is to kill that enemy while you're dodging his regular attacks, because he will continuously attack you. Now, the lower he gets, he starts to summon another one. And you're gonna have to do the same thing again, where you're killing the enemy and dodging his actual attacks. And then when he gets to a low enough point, he will summon 2 of them, and you have to kill both of them while dodging his attacks. It just gets really ridiculous. At some point, it's better to just try to out damage him before they kill you, which is what I managed to do at this fight, because I was able to kill 1, and I think I took a heavy amount of damage from the second one, and it really just, I thought I was gonna actually lose the fight from there. And yeah, it was just really bad to fight. It's really hard to fight this guy when you're trying to focus on the other aspect of this fight, especially because he does so much damage when you're up close. And like I said, I was under geared in this fight. But yeah, all you have to do is just out DPS him or kill the minions before the room expands, and you win. And that's pretty much the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. If you know anyone that is having trouble with the Argent hand, send them this video and maybe it'll help them out. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.